Welcome to Hey Becki, WTF, where I demystify forms and functions. Hi, welcome to Hey Becki, WTF. Today I'm going to talk about the authorization to release account information form. You can find this form on Yoshi. It's also available in the public drive. And what this does is it allows a non-member or a non-joint member to get information on either a specific account membership or a specific suffix, like a loan or a savings account. When you get your form, I highly recommend that you take a quick look at it. The fields are pretty simple. Primary member, what's their name? I don't need to know anything other than their name. What's the account number that we're looking at? Is there a joint? Great. What's their name? If there's no joint, you would just leave that blank. Who's the name of the person that is allowed to get the information? We have to be careful with this. We cannot ask a non-joint or a non-member for their ID. So down here below, we'll get to it where it asks for ID. We can only request it from the primary and or the joint. And the main reason that we ask for ID is to make sure that we have a current copy of their ID on file. Once you've gotten this information, you have two choices down here. This section on the left is I authorize this person to receive information on a member level, meaning all shares, loans, and investment suffix included in this member account number. That means that anything they have on their account now and anything they're going to add in the future, if they initial here as a primary member or they initial as a joint member, both, this authorized person can now receive information. Or you can authorize this person to receive information on a specifically named suffix. For example, if you want someone to be able to get information just on a loan, you would just type in L2. If you wanted them to only be able to get information on the checking account, you could type in S88. You can type in as many different ones as you want. Here's the part to read here. The above named account owners hereby authorize the person indicated above to receive information only about the above specified account or suffixes. I understand that this authorization does not allow for any transactions to be conducted. It is to receive information only, and all inquiries must be made in person, accompanied by proper identification. This authorization will remain in effect until written revocation is delivered and acknowledged by Northern Skies. All account owners over the age of 18 must sign and date below and provide photo identification to validate this authorization. In essence, what this is saying when they sign this is they understand that this person now has access to whatever choice they've given them. All account owners must sign and date and provide photo ID. Again, we cannot ask a non-member or a non-joint to provide their ID for this purpose. We can, of course, ask them for their ID when they come in to get the information. It also very specifically says that all inquiries must be made in person. We have made some exceptions in the past, especially lately due to COVID, but in general, it must be done in person. Here's our effective date and information down below. The date is going to be today, who reviewed it, who took the document. Diary memo, John Doe is authorized to receive information in person only per signed form on suffix L3 or on account S65, whatever it may be. As always, this is very important to have filled out so that we know who to go back to if we have any questions. Obviously, this is one of the older renditions of the form, but it's still the same concept. If you have an idea for Hey Becki, WTF, what's that form or what's that function, let us know, and we'll talk to you next time. Welcome to Hey Becki, WTF, where I demystify forms and functions.